Okay, guys, here we are again. Last video on this section, we want to figure out what is a way that I can write this expression, secant of sine inverse of x squared plus 4 in terms of x. And I'm going to start, as I did in the previous problem, by drawing the angle represented by what is inside of secant. So let's do that. Let's go to the whiteboard and let's draw. I'm going to write down the problem again. Secant sine inverse of x over the square root of x squared plus 4. I'm going to first of all figure out, I'm going to draw the angle theta, for which the sine of that angle, theta, is equal to x over the square root of x squared plus 4. Okay, let's do that. And I'm going to, again, not worry about the quadrant. Just going to say, this is theta. Okay. And I might recall that the sine of theta, I'm actually going to do this in terms of opposite and hypotenuse right now, because I think it's a little less confusing in this case. I have a triangle here. And you might remember that sine is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse, which in this particular case for theta is equal to x over the square root of x squared plus 4. Okay, so the opposite I'm going to call x, and the hypotenuse is equal to the square root of x squared plus 4. So I have two sides of this triangle. If I want to find secant, I need to know, what's this side? I could find that. I know that x, this side, I square that, plus the shorter side, question mark, I square that, that's equal to the square root of x squared plus 4, this side, squared, by the Pythagorean theorem. I'm going to solve for that question mark. Okay, so x squared plus that question mark squared is equal to, a square undoes a square root, so this is equal to x squared plus 4. I'm going to get that question mark squared by itself, so I'm going to subtract x squared from both sides, and I get that the question mark squared is equal to 4. Take the square root of both sides of the equation, I get that that question mark is equal to 2. I should technically say plus or minus 2, but again, because I don't really know anything about x, I'm going to choose the positive, because x being a variable will cover both cases. Okay, almost done. I'm going to update my drawing now. I know r, or the hypotenuse. I know the opposite. Now I know the adjacent. It's 2. So I'm going to fill that in here. This is 2. Because I know that, I can say that the secant of inverse sine of x over the square root of x squared plus 4. Oop, almost out of room there. This is theta. This is my angle theta. So this is equal to the secant of theta. And if I remember, secant is the hypotenuse over the adjacent. The hypotenuse is the square root of x squared plus 4. The adjacent is 2. So this is how I can write this expression up at top in terms of x. It's a simpler way to write that. And that concludes our videos for this particular section. Don't forget that you have some video viewing quizzes, or a video viewing quiz over these videos, just to make sure that you're keeping up with them. And feel free to email me or connect with me via Zoom if you have any questions. And especially as you're working through the homework for these problems. I will talk to you guys in the next video.